Hello and welcome back to the Fight Me Bro betting show. And this week we are breaking down UFC Copenhagen, and it is the last week in our quarter bettings. Right now I am in a commanding lead. Doesn't mean I'm up, but I am beating the shit out of Nick right now, so he's going to be throwing up some Hail Marys, and sometimes those land. So I
also don't think it's like inconceivable to catch up based on how it's been going the last few weeks.
Well, I was up last week.
1,000 down.
1,000 down. Okay, yeah, that's doable. That is doable.
You hit some losses, and I do miss one. We're back in business. And also, obviously, no one cares about the third quarter of anything. It's a fourth quarter game, so.
Okay, true. I think I won the last quarter too, though. So just throwing it out there.
Again, it's a fourth quarter game. I came out strong in the first, and then I'm just taking a nap until the fourth quarter.
Golden State Warriors. Okay.
I also had a pummeling first quarter win, so it was like.
Okay. All right. We'll see where we're at. Anyways, we'll get right into it. Nick, who do you like first?
I actually have to get the sheet out today because I have so many bets. So we're just going to fire these off almost rapid fire because, honestly, I haven't watched a lot of these people fight, if we're being totally fair. So, Khalil Rountree versus Ian Cutelaba. We're going Khalil Rountree. Looked super good in his last fight, and Ian Cutelaba is not going to wrestle, even though everyone always talks about his wrestling. He just wants to throw hands. And if Khalil Rountree looks anything like he did against... Eric Anders, I think that's a nice clean-cut 3-round Muay Thai decision there. That's a plus 125 winner. And then we'll jump all the way up to... I got a daily double in here too. Jump all the way up to the co-main event. This Mark Madsen guy, Mark O. Madsen, I don't even know if his first name is Mark, if we're being completely honest, but silver medal in the Olympics versus guy that literally has not wrestled a day in his life and is a scrub. We're going to take that guy with the TKO line at plus 285 and the decision line at plus 125. Doesn't seem like a guy that really knows how to submit people. I could be wrong. I didn't even look at his record. However, from basically just the couple highlight packages I've seen, not a whole lot of submissions going on, so it's either going to be a ground and pound TKO or it's going to just be a 3-round rape.
Couple things. Madsen, motherfuck. I can't believe I didn't get this. I remember that's the guy that when I looked up the YouTube videos and I'm like, holy shit, this guy is a monster in wrestling. I think he's the wrestling coach for one of the fight teams over in Europe somewhere. Monster. Not going to see your pick. Not going to do it. Part of me wants to, but not going to do it. In regards to the Cutelaba versus Khalil Rountree fight, I was so close to taking Cutelaba here, solely for the reason I remember when we were watching that fight, I'm like, this fight for Rountree has me betting on him big the very next fight and him getting his ass kicked. Yeah. Just because he looks so goddamn good, and it just seems like that's the way the cookie crumbles. The guy looked great and then just reverts back to all their old shit, so that's what made me stay away from it. Although I was tempted to take the under, the 1.5 round under, but both these guys are looking to knock each other the fuck out. Although I was starting to sway a little, what swayed me away from going Cutelaba was the fact that he tried that whole barking thing at the weigh-ins. He just screamed in his face, and I'm like, that seemed like a kind of a weak tactic there. So I'm staying clear away from it. But if I was going to pick, it would have been Cutelaba. Anyway, which would have been good for you because a little bit of a swing there, but nope, can't catch me. My first bet is going to be in the Lando Venata versus Mark Diakese fight. I'm going with Diakese here because I think Lando Venata is spent, man. He has been through a few goddamn wars just to end up with 1 win, 2 draws, and a loss. I feel like he's taken a shit ton of damage. The guy can't help but get into a firefight, and quite frankly, I feel like you could only go through so many of those before you start to just get a little chinny and you start to lose it. I feel like we might be at that place with Lando Venata. It seemed like he looked a lot better at the beginning of his career, and he's kind of regressing a little bit. I feel like a few of those war losses may have swayed it, so I like Diakese here at minus 150.
That's a bold pick. Diakese sucks.
I know, he went on a skid, but, potential. He was the future. Remember when he was labeled the future of the UFC?
No,
with his red hair?
It was such an irrelevant. Yeah, no, you're thinking of Dan Hardy, the other guy that had a red hair.
No, I'm pretty sure.
No, I know.
Oh yeah, I was like, he's the black guy.
That would never fucking do that. Yeah, that's how irrelevant Mark Diakese is. So I'm gonna jump all the way up to the main event. Jack Hermanson, Jared Cannonier, over one. I mean, a layup of an over 1.5. I know everybody always thinks that this is, well, Jared Cannonier coming for the knockout, Jack Hermanson, big whatever. Dude, these guys both know this is, like, yes, it's statement time, but it's also don't fuck this up time, probably getting next title shot time. They're gonna have 3.5 minutes of feeling out. If we can get out of the first round, this is a lockup, rub it down, -150, over 1.5. I also, this might be the second most confident bet on my card. I think it is. Yeah, this is the second most confident bet on my card. Yes, they both have the skills, and trend-wise, you would think going to be a barn burner of a first round. No. Going to have about 3.5 minutes of straight-up inactivity. Hermanson doesn't want, especially in front of the home crowd, not going to try to get caught by Cannonier's power. Yeah. It's not happening. They're going to have a nice 3.5 minute lull, and then we'll get to cooking, but by that point, we'll get a minute break in between there, and then you last 2 more minutes, bam, take it to the bank.
See, this is just showing that I didn't do my research on this card, because 1, the Madsen bet, wrestler, totally would have bet that. 2, I didn't even look to see the over, because I assumed it would be at like 3.5 rounds. And I'm like, with these 5-round fights, I just automatically assume 1.5, that is ridiculous. I'm not putting it on my card, but I can guarantee you I will be taking that 100% day of. Like, that is a lock. As soon as I'm done shooting this video, take that bet. Like, I'm surprised you didn't make that your lock of the week.
Oh, no, I got a better one. Worse odds, but it's even more of a guarantee.
Okay, well, my next bet is going to come in the Michael, I can't pronounce it, Oleg Sejchuk?
Russian.
Yeah, the Russian versus OSP. Comes down to one. OSP is old as fuck, man. He's 36 now. And I as entertaining as it is, I have a feeling his Von Prucho days are over. If you are getting Von Prucho by him at this day and age, where you've seen all the tape on him, you know it's coming, then you, friend, are a goddamn idiot. And
it's the same thing as Alexei Olenek. Like, if you're getting Ezekiel from the bottom, did you do no preparation for the fight? Like,
so I'm just praying he's done a little bit more research. Other than that, like, yes, OSP, he's always a power threat. It just seems like it's been a minute since he's like been doing that.
Yeah, because I think people literally watch film on him, and it's like, don't get hit with a left rear kick and don't get Von Prucho.
Yeah.
Wow, I won the fight.
Yeah, so
very astonishing news.
Or don't get straight arm barred like what's his name did. Fuck.
OSP straight arm barred somebody?
Yeah, what's his name? He's one of the Samoan guys. He hangs out with.
Oh, Tyson Page.
Tyson Pager, come on, man, clean it up.
But yeah, me on that bet.
I like the Russian he's -220. I like him a lot here.
All right, I'm just gonna roll my last 2. They're in the same fight, so we're gonna go Gunnar Nelson, Gilbert Burns.
This would be good.
Gunnar Nelson for the win. 1. I just need the cash. I really don't know who's gonna win this fight. If we're being totally honest,
that's such a coin flip.
Yeah, it's such a coin flip fight. But I'm just assuming. Gunnar Nelson is always like. Looks like shit, then looks really good, then kind of looks like shit, then looks really good. So his last fight, Leon Edwards, looked like shit, except for 45 seconds where he could have finished the fight and just opted not to.
Yeah.
So I think we're due for one of those, because then the story's the same. John Kavanaugh hops on Twitter afterwards. When this guy's locked in, he can beat anybody, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
We're getting one of those. So Gunnar Nelson, +110. Then, horrible odds. I understand this. But I couldn't believe that the over was set at 1.5. Or no, not the over. It's fight starts round 2. It is at -560 or 550.
Ooh.
Lock of the week. There is a negative infinity % chance that this fight ends in the first. Neither of these guys have the tool to finish a fight in the first round. They're both really good at grappling. That's going to be completely null. Yeah. And I don't think I've seen either. They've dropped a lot of people. You get on top of people. I don't think Again, you could check Gilbert Burns' record. He probably has a knockout in his last fight. That said, skill set wise, the last few fights I've watched Gilbert Burns, haven't seen it. There's just, even if one of them rocks each other, I don't trust them to finish each other.
Yeah, it's going to end
both of them. Either way, unless it's a clean, just lights out, face crumble on the canvas, which I can confidently say I've not seen either of them do. Mm-hmm. But it just, outside of that, it's like somebody's going to get rocked, they're going to start grappling, and then just neutralize each other. All we have to do is start round 2. It's not even an over. It's literally over 1.
Yeah.
And I fundamentally can't see either of these guys pulling off a finish in 5 minutes.
See, that's a little bit ballsy because Gunnar has shown signs starting quick, but the fact that they're both grapplers, I do see it. Like, I could see Gunnar dropping him and then going to the ground and then trying to grapple from there, and then it's like, why would you?
And then wasting time.
He had a chance to finish him there, and then it's like, oh, he went for like wanted to sub, flex a little bit on the other grappling person.
Yeah.
Very ballsy. I will say this. Now, Nick's picks are tanking up until this fight. Bet the second round starts. This has heartbreak written all over it. Major favorite and everything. And if it's just the ball isn't bouncing the right way, at that point you call an audible bet against him. Okay?
No, that's when you would say not bet the second round starts. You would say bet it ends inside the first.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. Just bet what the opposite is. See, I'm too dumb to even do the math there. Okay, now for my lock of the week comes the main event. This guy has been bringing me just paycheck after paycheck. One of the few people that has been old faithful for me. This is gonna be either the third or fourth fight in a row I bet on him. But Jack Hermansson, my guy. I'm betting on him minus 250 here.
I might just bet against him after that.
I don't know.
like out of principle, that's how you know he might. Like
I bet against him against David Branch. I bet against him. Bet with him. David Branch bet with him with Jacare, and I think I bet the fight before that Hermansson as well. And they've just been easy wins, man. He's just a fucking tank. He's a beast. And ultimately, I think Jared Cannonier has gone way, way, way fucking better. The leg kicks are definitely a threat, but over a 5-round fight here, I just think Hermansson has way more areas of being dangerous here. You know, I think. We haven't seen Jared Cannonier. I feel like, have we seen him go through like a major war where he's been tested like?
Not at middleweight.
Yeah, like not at middleweight. Hermansson, I think he showed a lot in the Jacare fight, being kind of like at one point being down, but then coming back and winning it. Looked very good. I think Hermansson's win over Jacare was a little bit more impressive than Cannonier's win over Anderson Silva at different points of the career. But I don't know. He's been. When the train is hot, and I don't even know what kind of metaphor that is, when the train is fucking on fire, you keep riding that train to hell. So, I'm going to keep riding it until he loses, okay?
Okay.
You heard it here first. Jack Hermansson, minus 250, lock of the week. So, that's going to bring me my second consecutive quarter win, and then we'll be on to the next card, which is actually good. No, the next one's going to be...
It's just Robert Whittaker and Israel Adesanya. Skip the rest.
Yeah. But
maybe Dan Hooker, I like him too.
Still, that'll be a fun one to bet on. I'll have some bets there. And I'll be off to a hot start. So these are going to be 3-0. I am back in the hot seat. After going 2 weeks of no wins, I went 2-1 last week and hit my lock. So we're back in business, baby. Nick, any closing words?
Fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter. All right.
Fourth quarter.
All right, guys. Take it easy. See you next week.